Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got a matchup where time of possession will be a focus. The Vikings are #1 in rushing yards, going up against the Raiders, who will need to be strong up front. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Oakland Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch Derek Carr grow as a pro. When he was a rookie, they tried to game plan around him so that he didn't have too much responsibility. Now, I don't think they can heap enough things on his shoulders because they know he can handle them.
And this defense, courage to stop him at the scrimmage on the first play.
Got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. Jaquez Smith. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys. But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long. The football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up, but they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On 4th down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. That's taken on the 25. Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And a look look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. Down. Throwing his car on third down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, Jack Del Rio's going to send on the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick here is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. These guys in college, they were safeties. Up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Let's go!
And they'll go on the ground. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Come on, let's go!
They run the counter now on 1st down. Cut back, left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-3 the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Play action. Now Carr. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's caught by Clive Walford. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run.
You know it's really hard for a big-time running back? Patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. With this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game, and any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10, and in this case, they did it really successfully. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. So now it's 1st and goal. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to go in the first half. From Minneapolis. Coming up in check-in with Larry in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
He will score. Touchdown, Viking. Kyle Rudolph with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
Look at how teams play the game. That complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And his throw is incomplete. Again here on 2nd and 10. Brought in by Walford, right side. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean,
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to the 17. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Not something to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And now out comes Minnesota. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Surveying the field. Intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report.
Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure on the offensive side, they said, well, there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touch. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's a pickup of 17 there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
And they'll run it here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. Room to run, just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
It was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
Carr now on first down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Now Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Carr to throw on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They come out here in the eye. He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play out that sprang
over the top? Sideline is touchdown, Vikings. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Carr now on 1st down. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's got time. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. One receiver to the left is Cooper. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
Now a play fake. Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this. Having the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Now whistle. Raider lineman might have been moving.
Offense.
Here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Now Carr again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive continue. It's a 1st down. Score some points here as we get down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Right side. 17 yards. That's what they need right now. Get out of bounds. Stop the clock.
Just playing smart play. Situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A right side catch by Crabtree. It'll go as a gain of 10 there, and it'll give the Raiders a 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start. Offense.
Here we go on 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands. Receiver making his break, making his got to time quickly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So now then, it's a big kick there to get this game back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal could still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see right here. I would expect that after the kickoff, this offense is going to come out throwing. So those first few plays are going to be the key.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And in the hurry-up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a pretty big as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they're operating in the red zone.
Come on, let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So it all rests now on the... Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on now is Blair Walsh. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Minnesota, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.